In Jurassic Park 3, a Tyrannosaurus and Spinosaurus square off in a colossal battle in which the two giants fight for survival. The battle was quite short, however, and left Spinosaurus as the victor, much to the anger of several Jurassic Park fans. Over the 15-plus years since the movie has been released, there have long been debates, arguments, and even petitions designed to set up a rematch of sorts between both animals, to provide not only a different outcome, but also a more satisfying fight between the two animals. The possibility of a rematch is surprisingly more likely than the average filmgoer would imagine, and I will be going into detail about its likeliness in future films, as well as the controversy surrounding this topic. The immediate issue most people take with the fight is that the Spinosaurus, a new animal to the series and one never seen up until now, kills the T-Rex in a very brutal fashion by overpowering it and snapping its neck. The controversies surrounding this outcome are actually based mostly in scientific argument. Before Jurassic Park 3, most of the Jurassic franchise was founded in factual studies done by well-renowned scientists of the time, and most of what was put on screen had a scientific basis. Steven Spielberg was very serious about making sure the creatures featured in his first two films were animals that behaved and looked as realistically as was possible back in the 1990s. Though some things were different, such as the size of the velociraptors, this was, believe it or not, done to coincide with the ideas brought forward in the book. Alan Grant is notably a paleontologist who uses velociraptor, in the book, as a group name or genus category to make more sense out of it. Therefore, velociraptors could mean Utah raptors, Deinonychus, dromaeosaurs, or even the newly discovered Dakota raptors if you categorize it this way. For the most part, though, the films were scientifically spot on. One of the big parts of dinosaur science has determined that the most powerful bite force ever recorded for an animal is that of the Tyrannosaurus rex. While it is true that Spinosaurus is one of three technically bigger carnivores than T-Rex, it most certainly didn't have as mighty of a bite as the Rex. Furthermore, the fight in the film would realistically be over as soon as the Tyrannosaur grasped the Spino by the neck and forced it to the ground. If this were to happen in real life, the Rex would, no joke, sever the Spino's skull from its body, effectively decapitating the animal. Interestingly enough, it is the Spinosaurus that ends up biting into the Rex's head and forcing its neck to snap it instead. While the Spinosaurus was a powerful animal, it should be noted that the muscular structure of a T-Rex's neck was the equivalent of something like, say, Ronnie Coleman's traps. The reason the Rex had such a powerful bite was a combination of gigantic neck muscles and thick bone-crushing 6-inch teeth that were primarily used for crushing anything in its jaws, much like a trash compactor. Needless to say, science didn't play that major of a role in this particular fight. While there are some fans of the outcome of this cinematic battle, most Jurassic Park fans were quite outraged by the fact that not only did the Tyrannosaurus lose in an unconvincing way, but that the fight was incredibly short, not even making it up to a single minute. Over the years, many have speculated on the likeliness of a rematch. A petition was brought forward to Colin Trevorrow through Twitter, which received thousands of signatures asking for another take on the dinosaur fight. Trevorrow, the director of Jurassic World, even answered the tweet and said he would take it into consideration. While I don't really think it is necessary for another fight to happen, some really disagree with me. In Jurassic World, the T-Rex from the first film burst through the skeleton of a Spinosaurus at the end of the movie. In my opinion, this was satisfying enough, and I picked up on the meta meaning behind it. Others feel a rematch is needed to spell out the dominance of the Rex in this franchise. Interestingly enough, no one seems to take into account that the Tyrannosaurus in JP3 was actually the smallest in the franchise, standing at only 13 feet tall and nowhere near as massive as any of the other three full-grown Rexes seen in all of the other Jurassic Park movies. While I think this is important to note, I also feel that any animal could best any animal in a fight depending on how it plays out and the circumstances surrounding the events leading up to and during the battle. However, it is true that scientifically, the Rex should have won that particular fight due to the massive bite landing the Rex got towards the beginning. However, this isn't how the movie turned out, and as such, the debate began. While we currently don't have much to go by except for the confirmed petition Trevorrow recently responded to, we actually do have somewhat of a possible breadcrumb of evidence which would suggest that the rematch may very well happen in the next movie, Jurassic World 2. Recently, a picture was released showing a gray dinosaur behind glass in a museum or mansion with various production crew chairs sitting outside of the building. Even though it is only a brief image, there is indeed Easter eggs hidden in the reflections of the glass. The first unmistakable Easter egg is an animatronic Tyrannosaurus Rex to the left of the image, clearly visible and easily made out. The next is an animatronic dinosaur with somewhat of a sail on its back, and its head obscured in the image. It's relatively the same size as the Rex, and seems to be standing equal ground as the other animatronic. While this could be one of a few different dinosaurs, some speculate that this is indeed a large Spinosaurus. And if a Rex and Spinosaurus are standing together on set, well, one's imagination can fill in the rest of the gaps. So what do you think about the fight in Jurassic Park 3? Did you like it, or are you ready for a rematch? Either way, let me know your opinions down below, and if you enjoyed the video, I'd greatly appreciate a like. If you're interested in seeing more, please subscribe to the channel. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I hope you guys have a great day.